Welcome back to another episode of Quarter Horse Customs. I'm Kyle, and I got Project Apocalypse up here on the lift. It's not broken per se, but it's broken. I'll show you. This car is an absolute trooper. Don't mind that I went mud bogging. Not really. She's an absolute budget built car. $600 Foxbody. We finished the cage up in it. Completely built an interior. Just kind of got it thrown together for Hot Rod Drag Week. You know, we got the 393 stroker up here. Had a great deal on this tubular K member, which we're apparently scraping on things. That's cool, because, like, that's my oil pan right there. Okay. Anywho, borrowed my dad's SFI bell housing. Still running a T5. Gone through I don't even know how many drive shafts. We did upgrade the rear end to 410 gears off camera. And finally got one of these fancy covers. You know, the whole $35 on Amazon. Anyway, I love it. Working great. However, went to go do some test driving. And we have some excessive play out of the tail shaft of the transmission. And we have some leakage. I'm assuming this tail shaft bushing is completely wasted. It's not like we did all of sick week on this tail shaft. And I already knew this one was stripped. We still have the zip tie holding it in from when we put it in. And one of these bolts for the shifter, I think it's either this one or this one, it's on this side, is also stripped out. So, we're going to pull this out and put in my, I didn't know nothing about this transmission right here. I pulled it out of a junkyard. I actually think this is the one I pulled up through the floor. Here's a picture right here. Pulled it up through the floor. Out of an SN95, I put a Foxbody input shaft in here, I think. Pretty sure this is a Foxbody one. And then we have a cut down retainer. I literally know nothing about this transmission, so I figure this is a good time to throw it up in the car. Originally, we should have already had this done, and we should have went on a Rocky Mountain race week, but we had a death in the family. We decided to pass on that race. Family's more important than race cars. So, we didn't get to go on that. And I'm sitting here thinking, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I ain't got nothing to do. Got to do something with the car. The car's just sitting. Power Tour is coming here to Ohio in Norwalk. And I thought that might be a great time to get the car back out, go for another drive, maybe make a pass. I still got bad control arms in the back. I'm still looking for a good set. But might as well take the car up and, you know, at least do something with it. Here, they maybe have a dyno up there, too. Not sure if we're going to do it, but we could try. Definitely not going to do it with a transmission that won't let me go over 55 miles an hour without shaking the crap out of it. So, let's go ahead and get all this crap taken out and get this super questionable transmission thrown in. Take it for a test drive, see if it's fixed. Then we can change this tail housing and fix that one as well. Sure, let's get into it. Alrighty, as you know, Project Apocalypse is a drag and drive car, so I have it set up to be able to disassemble as quick as possible for the most part. Such as we got band clamps here for the exhaust, so when we get to the track, we can just undo these band clamps, slide the whole mid pipe out. If we were at the track, we would be throwing in our dumps, but for now we just got to take these off. Got a couple zip ties to cut here, and then I have it set up so all of our drive shafts should be able to come out through the drive shaft safety loop because I took all the counterbalances off. So let's go ahead and get this guy pulled out, just 4 bolts on the rear end. Alrighty, then see, we can just pop that guy right out. So we'll just go ahead and throw this cap off in here. That should help somewhat. Not with a bad bushing. Yeah, that's got a lot of play in that. That guy's wasted. Okay, let's go ahead and cut this zip tie that holds my oxygen sensor. Oh, and a speedo sensor. Pull these guys, stick them off out of the way. We don't want them to get broken or damaged. AF of the R is the only thing I know when my fuel's running out. That and fuel pressure. Because, you know, the gas gauge don't work in this thing. They used to be a lot longer on the other one. It'll be okay. Pull these guys out. Okay. Now we can slide these off. Remove our transmission mount bolts. 2. Go ahead and check on these, make sure we're not going to lose them. Now everything's just kind of sitting up in here. So nothing's actually held down. Transmission's loose, except it's heavy because it's a big ass motor in front of it. Go ahead and break these bell housings. Well, if you insist, be on the floor. Try to give you a nice little home up on the shelf. It's a shame. Whatever tail housing I put on this, I'm going to have to spray paint it. I mean, clean it back to brand new gray. Now, hypothetically, should be able to pull up. Pull this thing out. Drop my spacers. Perfect. Oh, where'd those go? Come back or throw off pinion angle. Crises averted. Okay. Well, it doesn't look bad. Looks great. Kind of sucks to be putting in the not so good looking one. Ow! Whoa! Hold up. Well, how's it going there, T5? Oh yeah? You're just hanging around? Or the 387's holding on to you. Try to keep this in the same orientation so I don't forget, and then I flip-flop it back and forth 15 times. Where'd that bolt go? We got a runner! Never mind. I found it. Man, I really should go get some new hardware for this. Maybe I'll run up to the Roll King. Great! Alright, ready to pull it out. I'm going to pull it out and pass it to you. Good? Ready? Him? You. Not you. The one of the... You know what? Forget. I'll just do it myself. Yep, that's heavy. All right. Uh-oh. Come here. So upon inspection, everything looks pretty good. Throw out bearings there. Doesn't look like it's falling apart. Don't touch anything because everything's lined up perfectly. Pilot bearing looks like it's there. But I noticed I've only got one bolt holding my adjustable clutch. That tells me that I lost one. It's supposed to be that, and then a little nut to, you know, like to stop it. Well, I'm apparently missing that one, so odds are it's in Florida. Other than that, we'll get up in here and we'll double check all the motor mounts and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna run to the Roll King. Oh man, I need to get a new washer in that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna run to Roll King. I'm gonna get some new hardware. All right, be back-ish. But transmission's out. Alrighty, I just got back from the King of the Rules. We got some new hardware. Let's go ahead and throw in the new T5 and see if it's any good. Good news is I know nothing about this transmission, so what could possibly go wrong? pretty much everything. Nothing works. I assume you guys aren't going to pass me that transmission. I got to go over there and pick it up myself. I see how you guys are. That's fine. Normally, I have a yoke to put in the transmission. Really not this time. Okay. Whew. Didn't go bad, but that wasn't easy.
Where are they at?
In the house.
Oh, okay. Here's your air chuck back.
I just put on that battery.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Never use your bolts to pull in your freaking transmission. Ever. It's a good way to break the bell housing. Well, you can strip out the bell housing away or crack the ear on the tab. Especially if you got the aluminum bell housing. You'd ruin that bell. I've actually got a bell housing in the wife's car that's actually got bolts in reverse with epoxy because the previous person stripped the bolts out. And if you guys know how hard it is to find a Foxbody T5 bell housing, you've done the same dang thing. As far as torque spec, I don't know. Google it. I put it till I don't effing turn anymore. As long as you have a steel bell housing. If you got an aluminum one, gotta get the torque wrench out. Go ahead and check up on these motor mount bolts. Well, bell housing bolts. Okay, that's the one I can't get to. Ooh. Ooh, 2 loose ones. All right. Next, we're going to throw on our body mount. Nope, it's the wrong word. It's too hot to think. Transmission mount. New washers, new bolty bolts. Whew, it's hot here. Now I always run a little bit longer of a bolt, because if I ever lose these threads, I actually had one rip out once. I can just put a new nut on top. Everything's squared away. Now, we'll find your bolt first. Bolt, okay. Transmission up. Okay. Oh, little spacers. Which mine were just washers. So I'm just going to replace some with equally sized washers. That way, all the hardware's new. Oh, that sucker ain't getting any lighter. Old washer. New washer. Yikes. Can't believe I was driving on that. That's scary. These buggers. I always forget them every single time. I actually test drove the car once without having these in. Fun fact, I put these in like this. It's a little harder to get them out, but if I ever lose this bolt, odds are you're driving, right? So force is going this way. This bolt's not going to wiggle out, fall out. It'll stay put. So that's why I put them in with the nuts facing this way. I try to do that on all my nuts and bolts, if I can, just in case something falls out. Because, like, let's be honest. O2 sensor. I could just drill a hole in here and I could just plop this guy in there. But putting them there is usually okay. Alrighty, I'm back from AutoZone. Went to go put my speedo sensor in, and I always forget. I don't have any of these stupid bolts. I don't know why I never have them. I just never have them, whether they get left at the junkyard or, just disappear into the abyss. And I looked it up on the interweb, and it's either a 1/4x20, which it never is because I have those, and it's never that, or something else. Well, I went there and test fitted it. M6 by 1x12. Little fella here should be perfect. Should get me my sensor in and hopefully seal. I mean, that's always it. There's what it is. Oh, maybe a little longer than 12. So yeah, go a little longer than 12. M6 by 1 by whatever the hell you think is long enough. Speedo sensor! It still ain't calibrated, officer. Sorry, I don't know how fast I was going. Because it ain't calibrated. Should've bought zip ties while I was there, but I didn't. Shoot up, up, blue. Gonna use the world's biggest zip tie for the smallest thing. Good enough fresh. Drive shaft. Going in. There we go. Loctite. Well, Bob over there in Bay 2 must have been using the Loctite because I couldn't find it to save my life. Never mind. I work by myself. I lost it. Had to run up and buy a new bottle. Anyway, I always Loctite my drive shafts because, well, I've actually had it come loose once. And it was not fun. So now I just do it before it tries to schedule rapid disassembly. Ooh, hello, that was about spicy. Alright, drive shafts in. Now we just gotta put in pipes and add fluid. To fill up the Tremec, or Bor Warner, or, okay, the T5, okay? Got a drain plug here on the side. Got the top one and the bottom one. We're going to take out the top one. Because that's full. I'm going to go inside the cabin before I put the shifter-lator in. I'm going to dump a whole bunch of training fluid into the transmission. Which should be emptied. I'm going to check real quick. Bone dry. I mean, or you could pump it, but I just fill from the shifter. I could go get the pump and clean it out and all that, but I'm not going to. Okay, pipe leaders. Everything else should be in. Pipe later. Pipe later. Pipe later clamp. Pipe later. Thank you. Okay. Now that's situated. Now we're back to a full street exhaust. I don't have to worry about clamps, closing valves, things of that nature going bad. Simple. I would say foolproof, but I've lost a clamp. It's fine. Okay, I got it. There's nobody here. Even if it was, I wouldn't be here. It's hot. Hey, there's the Loctite. One of you have had to put it. Who thought that this was a good place to put the Loctite? Now for shift juice, I like to go with fancy stuff. Valvoline, Dexmatic. Alright, honestly, it's the same price as the stuff at Walmart, but this looks better to pull out than Super Kick. Same stuff, I bet. Okay, transmission fluid's in. Nope, that's not how that works. Alrighty. Dexmark. Make a huge mess. Is it coming out the bottom yet? What do you mean you can't see? You can't watch down there? That's fine. Don't be helpful. Need to... One of these turn on the AC. Nope. Oh, there it goes. Well, splash of extra courage. Alright, now I gotta go put the drain plug back in. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm making a couple changes this year. One, I no longer use RTV to put the shifters in. I use this stuff. Works a lot better. And I don't hate my life myself when I go to take the shifters back off. Instead of RTVing them on, which just seals it on forever. It's great if it's a long time build. But if you're replacing stuff like I am all the time, or racing with a T5 that you shouldn't be, this stuff is almost like a gel, and it wipes right off. I don't have to sit there with a razor blade, hating myself, trying to scrape off the RTV, just so I can put the shifter in the next transmission. And I am no longer going to run the cheapest shifter on the interweb. This was, I think, an eBay or Amazon model. It was functionally, this part is a great shifter. This bastard keeps coming loose off of here at the worst freaking time. All the time. So, I'm deleting that. And I am putting this guy in. And don't think I spent a bunch of money on this, because the only reason I'm putting this in is because I found it at a junkyard. It looks like either is a Pro 5.0 shifter, or is a knockoff of a Pro 5.0 shifter. Either way, it's not that one. Break. All right. I'll tie that later. Okay. See if she runs. This baby backs out. Well, we got reverse. Got first. What do you think? Looks like the same race car, just different transmission, but you can't tell from the outside?
Yeah, you really can't tell.
Yeah. Gotta let it warm up before we go for a drive. Alright. Best of luck to you guys. I'm gonna stick you all on the windshield here, maybe. Probably not. There we go. I don't even know if you can see anything. First gear. Do we have a second? Yep. We have third. We have fourth. And we have fifth. And we have a bad vibration around 100. I don't even know how fast I was going. Okie dokie, the spare shaft is out, and I'm looking, and when this was in here, one of these ways, we had a wobble. Right there. It's got a wobble side to side. Bet you this U-joint is wasted. So, put the other shaft in, we'll see if it's good, and if it's good, then we're good, I guess. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude this. Need to repair a drive shaft for drag week, but the car is ready to hit Hot Rod Power Tour tomorrow. I know we're only hitting one day of it, but I got things going on. Like, day after that's my daughter's birthday party, so just got to get the car ready to go for one day. We're going to test the waters, and then hopefully next year we'll take the red Mustang, and hopefully we'll take that on the whole trip. But I got to find out. I want to know, like, rules on trailers and stuff like that, because I kind of live out of ours. And the plan for the next one's going to be to do the same. So, other than that, car's ready. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.